All right, we are live for episode 4 on our beautiful, gorgeous Ultimate General Civil War playthrough. Currently playing as the Union, and bear in mind, this is our first time playing this game. So, our Union campaign here, it has been touch and go, but I feel like we're starting to get the hang of it a little bit. We had some beautiful victories on episode 3 yesterday. We had Seven Pines victory, Gaines Mill victory, which we barely won that battle. I mean, we won it as far as, dealing enough damage to the enemy, but we barely got the objectives in order for that to be a victory. Honestly, that should have been a draw, objectively speaking, because as the Union, you have to hold 3 flags, 3 different areas on the battlefield, and one of them, we barely got it back in the nick of time. And Malvern Hill, that was a bloody battle. You can see by the casualties yesterday. I mean, my goodness. It was like 11,000 casualties infantry for us and 20,000 on his side. We did lose a bit too much of our cavalry, but that's okay. Alright, career points. We have 2 of them. So I'm going to put 1 in organization. That way our brigade size can be up to 2,500. And we might put the other one in medicine, because we are losing quite a bit soldiers in each engagement, so it'll help us recover a higher percentage of our troops. So we recover 8% now. So if we lose 100 men in the brigade, 8 of them will come back. We really only lost 92. Doesn't seem like a lot, but, it adds up. 10,000 casualties, and you restore at a 8% rate. If you restore at a 10% rate, that's 1,000 men that you just saved. So we'll keep that. We do have a couple of leaders here available to use. Armory, our rifles in our armory are coming up significantly. But I think this is mostly because all the gentlemen that were using these rifles have passed away. Because we took some major damage. Alright, first let's get this brigade up to snuff quickly here. So we're starting off the episode here. And this brigade actually got a perk. So definitely going to have the discipline there. This is our second corps. Our first corps needs some major recuperating. It took a beating. This was our extra corps here, who mostly just has the basic rifles. But at the very least, we're going to get their guns, or the amount of men in each brigade, up to 2,500 now. So now our brigade size can be a lot larger. Alright, this brigade, the leader was wounded. So replaced with Buford here. Yeah, all 6 of these infantry brigades in our 2nd Corps. They all have the starting rifle. We do have a lot more ordnance available here. Alright, let's work on our 1st Corps a little bit here. Get them back up to snuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, our artillery here is looking real good. I'd like to get their ammo up. I seem to be running in a bit of an ammo situation, especially on these bigger battles. Alright, everybody in the 1st Corps actually has decent rifles. Moody here has the Lorenz. We'll just keep it with that. Okay, 2nd Corps is up to snuff. The infantry have 2,500 instead of 2,000 now. Let's get these artilleries back up, squared away here. We're doing a good job of protecting our guns, so they actually have perks. Our infantry, though, oof, they've been taking a beating. Okay, let's replace who's in charge of the 2nd Division here. Just put some generic guy here. Give it to Appler. Alright, Couch is wounded. Couch and Perrin, yeah, they're both wounded. So we have to replace them. So taking over Couch's brigade will be George McClellan himself. Whoa, what kind of rifle does he have? Put McClellan in charge of that brigade. And over here we'll purchase Franklin. So we've got our artillery up to snuff. We've got to bring all of our infantry up to our new maximum amount, which is 2,500. We had 2 cavalry in that corps, but our cavalry got wiped out at Malvern Hill, but they did play a pretty critical role. So we're going to get these brigades up to snuff here. At least on the size. Oof, that's going to be expensive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, battle took a lot of pounding. Okay, so Benjamin and Moody. About Denison. Denison and Benjamin, we do not have enough moolah to get them up to snuff. They both are rocking Springfield and Harper's Ferry rifles. So let's check our armory. We can sell everything but okay, that's not bad. We could sell that. 10,000, 14, 26, 27, 39. Yeah, it won't be enough. So these two brigades here, let's get Benjamin. Let's get these two up to 2,000. And he'll actually retain his rank or his bonus. So will you. Yeah, it pays to keep them alive as long as possible. Get you back up to 2,000. It won't be 2,500, but it'll be close enough. Actually, just go to 1,900 on this brigade. They'll retain their bonus. It'll cost us 35,000. So we need to sell about 23,000 worth of equipment here. That'll be 5. Go ahead and sell those Mississippi rifles. And all of the Lorenz. And the Palmetto. Is that enough? Ooh. So we're shy. Perfect, we have just enough. So we didn't get it all the way up to 2,500, but 2,000, 1,900, and all the rest of our infantry brigades, we've got them up to 2,500. Now we are going to need at least one cavalry here. So we're going to have to figure out how much that's going to cost. That would cost about 18,000 to have a large cavalry force. But if we just had a 500-man force, it would cost about 9,200. So is there anything we can sell? I'd like to keep that rifle. Might sell the Napoleons there. That should give us enough. Perfect, so we have a cavalry in there too. Sheesh. Getting these guys a little bit larger would be nice, but we just lack the money. There's plenty of ordnance available in the shop, but we lack the money right now. Of course, we could spend reputation to get money, but I think we're okay. Okay, save right there. And on to the battles. Okay, so right here, the grand battle here is Second Bull Run. I never did do a sound check. Nor did I make sure the music was off. Okay, music's off. Phew. Thank goodness. Episode 3 did not have any copyright issues. Thank goodness. So the grand battle of Second Bull Run. But there's 2 optional battles leading up to it. So we'll check the dates. I've been going in chronological order. So 28th of August, 1862. 27th of August, 1862. So we'll start with Kettle Run, then Thoroughfare Gap, and then on to Second Manassas. Or Second Bull Run, whatever you call it. So Kettle Run, 27th of August, 1862. The rebels have bypassed our defensive line along Rappahannock River to strike our supply line. Ewell's division has been spotted at Kettle Run. Lead a division to attack and dislodge the rebels from their position. The rest of your army is needed to move to Manassas Junction. So, optional battle here. Kettle Run. Jumping right into it. Okay, so see this battle here, you can only have 7 brigades. So we'll have to adjust our corps here a little bit to only have 7. So what we'll do is we'll have probably have these 3 infantry and the 2 artillery. Franklin, McClellan, and Arnold here. We'll move them to the 2nd Corps. Along with these 2 guns here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So move Benjamin and Dennison down. So now we have 7 brigades, 4 infantry, full strength, a cavalry, and 2 artillery. That's what we'll use on this battle. Could be a disaster, but we will find out. Perfect. So 7 brigades, 4 infantry, 2 artillery, and a cavalry. Required corps. Yeah, reconnaissance is kind of nice because it'll tell you kind of what they have, but we decided not to waste any points on that. We'll just be surprised every battle. Ewell has deployed his division east of Kettle Run. Attack the rebels and dislodge them. Okay, so we need to dislodge the old rebels here. Moody and Walton are still, they don't have any perk, but Battle and Tyler both have perks right now. I need to get that artillery a little bit closer. It takes forever to get that artillery up. You not so much. Might take the cavalry here. Alright, start the battle. So first things first, just get everybody moving up. The cavalry, we're going to use the cavalry to kind of spy. Okay, you corps commander, stay back. I'm not sure what purpose the commander does other than keeping the morale high within the bubble. I think that's all it does. So we're using our cavalry here to kind of scout ahead of the army, which is what they're used for. That and attacking supply wagons and artillery. Okay, coming under a little bit of artillery fire here. There is a hill up here, which might be good to put our artillery over there. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a hill up here. So it might take longer to get up the hill. But getting up the hill might be advantageous. And attacking from this direction. Small battle, small map. Yeah, see, look, he's got 2,950 men in that brigade. So the enemy's organization is way up. He's able to have much larger brigades than we are. Alright, cavalry, just hang out here. We'll use you when we need you. Yeah, we might not have time to get up on that hill. I'll be honest. Because the time is kind of going against us a little bit. I forgot we're the attackers here. Okay, I think the having the artillery there will be nice. This will work just fine. Go ahead and rip that skirmisher up. And we'll get our infantry into play. Might try to make a sneak attack here. I'm sure he's got a bunch of infantry there. I will charge the skirmishers. Ooh, nice sneak attack. Okay, you three infantry move up. You just fight him. Cavalry's chewing up their skirmishers there. Trying to. That's alright. Our cavalry got routed, no surprise. We've got plenty of time, so try to wear him down. Man, he's so much larger brigade. Much larger brigade size for the enemy. Alright, you try to sneak back here. He's got another infantry brigade. My goodness. Yeah, get that artillery. There you go. Oof. This ain't looking good. We got his artillery and skirmishers messed up, but he's coming at us hard with infantry. Alright, turn on that skirmisher. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. He's got an infantry. Get out, get out, get out. Get that cavalry out of there. Yeah, fall back. Oof. And we got out of there just in the nick of time. We got that cavalry out of there just in the nick of time. Alright, charge that position. You two, keep attacking right there. I'd like to find that skirmisher that was roaming around back there. Oh, he's hiding right there. Okay, you need to come back up to the front here. Fall back a little bit. Oh, they might be able to. No. He's still good condition. Yeah, waste time chasing our cavalry. Yeah, waste time chasing our cavalry. That's good for us. Need to keep the pressure up. No. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, perfect. We gotta watch the time. We've only got 200 seconds to try and take that position. condition of our troops is okay. This is our chance to move up here. Their condition is okay. It's not the best. Yeah, get out of there. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, move up the artillery here. No? Yeah, right there. Alright, condition is low across the board. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Move up. Everybody move up. Only got 20 seconds. Get that flag. Everybody just chase the flag. Ah, a draw. We almost had it. We did good. We were just a little bit too slow to get to the flag. He was a lot tougher than I thought. He did outnumber us infantry-wise. So I guess if you were going to play this battle as the Union, like we just did this little optional battle of Kettle Run, it would almost be better to just go all infantry brigades. We did deal pretty good casualty on the enemy. We'll take it. We'll take a draw. Just an optional battle, not a big deal. So we only get -5 reputation, but we still get money and recruits, which is nice because that easily helps us replenish. And that is much needed funds. Because and Walton actually got a perk now. Go with the discipline. Moody, not yet. Almost. Let's keep him at 2432. And he can still keep a perk. I've been going with the discipline training, morale, and efficiency, as opposed to the stamina and speed, because I'd like them to have a better chance of holding their position. So this cavalry, get it back up to 500. Not a problem. Didn't lose any artillery at all. Thank goodness. We'll keep Moody at 2432. So I'd like to go ahead and move everybody back over to the first corps where I had them. McClellan was in the first corps, and Franklin was in the first corps. Yeah, this was our second corps right here. Perfect, okay. You actually have an upgrade available. If I can remember how to do that. Oh, right here. So first core, we already get plus 20 ammo. And now we get a second upgrade of cavalry, infantry specialization, artillery. We do have 4 artillery in this core. But we'll go with the infantry. Plus 5 melee, plus 5 firearms, and reloading time. Nice, so our core commander game time here has some bonuses to the overall core. Okay, that is really cool. Okay. Alright, maybe now we can get these guys up to snuff. Well, we don't want him to lose that perk. You know what? Go ahead. Just get him full strength.
Yes, sir.
Everybody full strength. Benjamin too. So we have 1 cavalry. I need. Let's see about making a skirmisher again. About a 450 man. Perfect. So we now have a skirmisher brigade too. And we could have an additional division within our first corps. Because you can have up to 4 divisions right now. Our army organization, we can have up to 4 divisions, 5 brigades in each division, and 2,500 men in each brigade. Infantry-wise, artillery is capped at 24, cavalry's capped at 750, and skirmishers are capped at 500. As best as I can tell. Yeah, we want to get these 2 artillery brigades, get them up, but we just don't have the money at the moment. Alright. On to the battle. The next optional battle is Thoroughfare Gap. Let's see the how many brigades we can have in this battle. 10. Okay. So let's get our camp. We can have up to 10. So we got 5 infantry here, 2 artillery, so these gentlemen down here, we'll just put them in the other corps. So now we have 10 brigades to fight this optional battle. 2 artillery, a cavalry, and 7 infantry, all full-strength 2,500-man brigades. Save. Don't be a fool. Okay, optional battle number 2. Thoroughfare Gap, 28th of August, 1862. Your main army is attempting to trap Jackson's left wing of the rebel army north of Manassas at Stony Ridge. Our scouts reported that Longstreet, with the right wing, is marching from the west to join with Jackson. We need to attack and crush Jackson before he is joined by Longstreet. Thoroughfare Gap is a good position to try to halt or delay Longstreet's advance. The main army is taking positions for the main assault, so you will only have 1 division available, more or less. Okay, so both of these optional battles are leading up to the Battle of Bull Run, or the second Bull Run. Our pickets report that Longstreet is approaching to cross the gap. Your mission is to deploy your forces and halt the rebels for at least 3 hours. Don't let them reach the crossing. And that's like in-game hours. It's not actual 3 hours. That'd be crazy if the optional battle like this one took 3 hours to play. So we have got a stout force here to defend. So let's just get everybody as close to the front as we can get. Particularly the artillery, because the artillery moves a little bit slower. And supply wagon, put him right there. Alright, the cavalry. There's definitely some crossings that the enemy can do here. So let's put our cavalry down here and investigate this area down here. So take a breather here and get ready to start this second battle of the day, the Battle of Thoroughfare Gap. We were very close to meeting the victory conditions on that Kettle Run battle. We were just a few minutes shy. We were slightly too slow, but we did a good job. Right now, we could just have our artillery position themselves like so. Cavalry is just going to investigate our... At least we've got some pretty decent coverage here. Alright, hold on. Let's get this battle lines here a little bit organized. Okay, you hold. Okay, spacebar is good for holding action. Use the spacebar to halt and hold each individual brigade here. So I think any particular action he might take, as far as a flanking maneuver, we've got plenty of infantry to turn and cover against them. Our artillery has pretty good range. These are just the 6-pounders, but they've got pretty good range. Alright, looks like we want to bring our cavalry up to this wing over here. Everybody's in hold formation. Looking good. Can't really see too much of the enemy right now. He's hiding out of sight. The moment we move our cavalry up, that's when he comes heavy on this side. We'd have a better chance swooping around this way with the cavalry regardless. Okay, nice. 2,900 men brigade. I've got the distinct feeling he's going to have a hard time knocking us back. So we are chewing him up. Okay, that's not good. Battle's brigade is in trouble. Oh, seriously? The leader for Tyler Brigade is wounded? Man, stay out of the range of the enemy. And he had another skirmisher over here, but I don't know what happened to it. See if we can sneak that cavalry back there. There's that skirmisher brigade. We're holding good in the center. The only threat is on our wings. He's got 2 skirmisher brigades back here. I don't know how effective the cavalry really is against skirmishers. I thought a couple battles ago they were pretty effective, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah, we're losing faster than he is. Try to move that cavalry out of the way. Maybe only in the open ground. I know the cavalry is mad effective against artillery. That is for sure. Yeah, you would not want to be a cavalry commander in my army during this playthrough, because we have lost so many cavalry brigades, just completely annihilated. Okay, perfect. Get at that artillery. That's what we want. That's how you chew them up. Yeah, see, they're really good against the artillery, and it might even attract the attention of some of their infantry to come back and help. That's how we did so well at Malvern Hill, because our cavalry kept doing this in the rear, and he would pull back infantry off the front to rescue it, and it would help our front line up significantly. Man, Moody is getting ripped up. Sheesh. Moody is taking heavy casualties. Everybody else has still got over 2K. He has another artillery over here, but I want to eliminate this one before we attack that one. Oh my goodness, he's making a charge across the river. And it got stalled out. Great, Wagner is wounded. Nice, nice. Hurry up, finish him off. He'll have to rest a little bit because his condition is 5%. That cavalry. Boy, we sent that infantry brigade back into the river. That was nice. He's at a disadvantage because he has to cross the river with most of his infantry in order to deal with us. Yeah, Drake took a pounding. Oh, our artillery got... Oh, he's in our rear. Are you serious? How the heck did that happen? Nice move from the Confederates right there. He must have marched him all the way up here and down. Sorry, Benjamin will cover. Okay. I've got the artillery pinned on him for now. Oh, nice. We eliminated that artillery brigade. Okay, so now this cavalry can rest. Oh, are you serious? Another sneak attack? Dang, he is... Alright, Arnold, move up here. Dennison. Charge over there. Walton, pull back a little bit. Man, this is a tough battle. Alright, Moody, turn this way. Dennison's gonna go chase down that, no, Moody's gonna chase down that skirmisher. Dennison's better condition. Bring him up here. Right about there. I'm having to tighten up our line out ammunition. Dang it. Arnold, pull back here. Walton, pull back here. Moody, get up there and attack those skirmishers. Trying to get some ammunition over here. Nice, give him some ammo. Nice. Artillery. Keep firing on these two. How are you flanked? Oh, our supply wagon is being very sketchy here. Arnold needs to straighten up his position. He keeps being cockeyed over here. I don't like the way he's laid out. Dude, battle has been holding strong. Our cavalry is good condition now. Uh-oh. Dennison's been wounded. Nice, we've eliminated that skirmish brigade. Alright, much better position for Arnold there. Much better. Alright, Moody, march over here and flank the Confederate behind us. Nice, we've messed up both of his artillery. Oh my goodness, turn and just attack. Still low on ammunition. Them guys in Battle Brigade are just going through the rounds. Alright. Arnold and Walton have this front covered. Man, that was good maneuvering by the Confederates. We need to pull back. Alright, hopefully charging him from these three directions. Alright, Benjamin, pull back in an orderly fashion. Oh, the battle finally got roughed up. Well, he doesn't have any artillery left, I don't think. But man, he's making it tough here. Alright, Dennison, straighten out. Benjamin, straighten out. Moody and Tyler keep attacking Law's brigade. Two artillery start firing down that direction. Ooh. Battle got roughed up, but we won. We held Thoroughfare Gap. Sheesh. He did have us outnumbered. I think we're playing on normal difficulty, so I'm not sure how much, but it seems like pretty much every battle he outnumbers us. Especially on infantry, but we did really good. Our cavalry did a good job getting his artillery out of the game. And our infantry, they did pretty good too. Oh yeah, we did real good. His artillery got no casualties. Look at that. 62 and 45, hardly nothing. Okay, so first two optional battles for the day. We had a draw, and then now we had a victory. So hopefully, second bull run here, we get a nice victory. We are going to need to use the restroom, though, before we start it. We'll get our brigades up to snuff here. We got too many leaders wounded. We took a lot of sniper fire. He did have several skirmisher units. Alright. Replace him. Just replace with who's ever on top. Okay, now bring them our division commander. I don't know how that happened. Heitzelman. There you go. Alright, now get them all up to snuff. Yeah, battle took major casualties. Major casualties that battle, my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have an upgrade. Discipline. See, all 5 of these infantry brigades, they all have the discipline perk now, which is nice. I don't know where Pleasanton was in the battlefield, but he didn't hardly take any casualties. Alright, this cavalry put it up just enough to keep their perk. With the cavalry, we're going to go with the speed. Stamina, efficiency, and mounted speed. That's the first time one of our cavalry has survived long enough to get a perk. Alright, all of them are up to snuff. All of them were good. These guns, we can get them up to 12 each. Nice. Now we still have some money left over to make an additional brigade or whatnot. But we're going to see what the layout of the battle is. So, second Bull Run, Grand Battle. Yeah, look at the money. We'll get 250,000 if we win this battle. This is going to be... These Grand Battles are significant if you win them on getting your army larger. I just want to see... Man, look at that. Whoosh! You can have a ridiculous amount of soldiers in this battle. You can have like 80 brigades all together. Unfortunately, we only have, what, 10, 20, we got about 23. We only have a total of 23 brigades. Alright, let's use the restroom real quick. We're going to come back and try to make a few more brigades to kind of get our army as large as we can get it for this battle. So, one moment. Okay, apologies for that. My goodness. I'm only human. Okay. So, we're going to try and increase our army size here a little bit with what little funds we have. Due to the fact that you can have up to 80 brigades in this battle, and we only have 23. Which makes me feel like we're vastly underwhelmed here. Let's create a new corps. And on this third corps here, we'll try to make up a little vanguard unit. So let's put all of these guys back onto our main army here. Franklin and McCullough. This is our reinforcements here. This is our main army. And a little vanguard. We'll see about making some skirmisher brigades here. Alright, what kind of rifles do we have? We do have some sharps in the armory. Plenty of Smith for sale. But the sharps, we've got plenty in the army. So we'll make that, and then we'll make some infantry brigades here. What do we have in the armory? We've got 1842 Springfield, 700 of them, 453 MGs, 444 patterns. So we could make a few different small infantry brigades just compared to what money we have or what weapons we have. So right there we got 719 of them. Create that. We've got 453 of this MG Type 2. Oh. So you can't go smaller than 500. We can create that. And I think we had about 400 of this pattern weapon here. So we've got a few small brigades here making up in our third corps. Third corps have their speed up. So we can check the armory. We could have Napoleon and a cavalry in our third corps too. Let's see about making a cavalry here. Okay, that'll be good enough right there. Second corps, we could add an additional artillery here. We have Napoleons in the armory. Matter of fact, we have 10 of them. Perfect. Whew. So we have a little vanguard here. Very small division. This is our rear guard. 6 infantry with basic rifles and some artillery support, and then our main army here. Which the experience of our main army is coming up. Most of them have at least one perk. And our corps commander actually has 2 perks now. So that's as good as that's going to get. Save. On to the second bull run. Now, I can't promise we're going to finish this battle today on this episode, but we're definitely going to get started. Definitely going to get started a little bit here. So, on our vanguard, I'm not sure how it's going to play out. Let's do this. On the vanguard, we'll put our second corps, which is decent strength. And our rear guard, we'll put that all those small brigades, those small infantry brigades, we'll put them on the rear guard. And our main army, we'll put right here. Because I don't know how the enemy's going to be laid out here. Following the recent events of the Peninsula Campaign, Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson initiated a wide flanking maneuver and raided our supply depot at Manassas Junction. Our lines of communication with Washington were threatened, and we had to abandon our defensive lines along the Rappahannock River. I don't know if that's this river or that river. Jackson withdrew a few miles to the northwest, and we follow his path with a good chance to trap him. Well, if not trap him, at least we can do some damage. We must head north. Okay. We will rally our army here, then we will march north. Okay. Okay. Some of our units are moving through the town of Groveton towards our rally point. So they kind of want us to get up to this hill and take that hill, I think, to start. Okay, so right now this is our capture Brawner's farm, which seems to be up there. So they kind of want us to capture that area. This is our second corps, actually. This group right here. It's not all of it, but it's most of it. So we're going to have our artillery start firing on his guns, while our infantry here moves up to take that hill. That is not what I want. Nice, okay. Keep moving up that artillery. Actually, right there would be perfect. Infantry, just keep moving up. Got about 1,000 seconds left. Because it takes about 10 seconds for each in-game second. Give or take the best I could count. So you can kind of creep up bit by bit each brigade. Alright, we've got free range over there. See, now you really want to get your artillery up there, but it might take too long to get them into play. I don't think we're going to have a hard time. Knocking him off this, or keeping this hill that we've just captured. And he's charging us. Louisiana Brigade ain't playing. He's really trying to charge our flank here. Well, we routed them. Might as well charge them too. Proceeding to the next day. Okay, so we won the first engagement. Okay, next day here. First wave attack, second wave attack. Ooh, that's our small. Or no, that's part of our second corps too. It's odd how it splits up your army. He's formed a defensive line along Stony Ridge starting from these woods. Oof. And ending at Sudley Ford. The left flank is the most suitable place to begin attack. Okay, so it does tell you to be cautious in your first assault. Okay, not sure why. It's not letting me select that. brigade there. Bring our 2 artillery up over here. Most of these gentlemen are part of our 2nd Corps. Some of these gentlemen, I think, are part of our... I think most of these guys are from our 2nd Corps. Let's position you here. And you 2 right here. Try to keep them together. Not sure why he's flashing. Not sure why that icon's flashing. Alright, 2 artillery. Move up. Supply wagon. Yeah, I don't know why he's flashing. Maybe because his morale is down. All 3 of you come across the river here. Maybe come up over here. This battlefield is similar. If you think about the map, it's very similar to the Civil War Generals 2 map. You can kind of see the similarity. Okay, whoa. Stop. Just hold out in the woods here. These 2, I don't know. Alright, you stay right there. Okay, there's some enemy right there. Right, you hold. You hold. You hold. 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 Shaler Brigade here. I don't know why they're flashing. Tired. Okay, maybe because they're tired. That's as best as I can figure as to why they're flashing like that. It did say that the enemy would be weakest over here. Sure, Stony Ridge. Oh, so we need to be a little bit more aggressive. Apparently we need to be a little bit more aggressive here. Let's just try to get as close as we can get. Oh, the Stonewall Brigade. Ignore them. Let's come over through here. Alright, we made a little punch right here. Hold on. Get your positioning right here. Alright, pull that artillery up. You hold. We got through the wall here. Alright, you come back over here. These two guys need to make a push in there. I think once we get the artillery over here, we'll be in good shape. Yeah, charge that man. Shaler is just still fighting right there. That's some bloody hand-to-hand fighting right here. Nice, okay. Shoot, might as well keep up the momentum. Keep the momentum going. Alright, turn and face this enemy here. Watch the condition. Shaler is taking a beating. Garish has been roughing him up. He was stronger up here. I feel like he was a lot weaker in the center. Alright, Garish needs to pull back now. Same with Shaler, they need to pull back. Alright, pull these guns down here. Keep pushing towards that position. Hopefully our guns can keep them at bay. Get all of our artillery over here. See this guy's condition. Buford's condition is not bad. Yeah, they're just going to distract them up there. More of a holding action. This is where we have to push. You three keep pushing it. All of your conditions so bad. They are chewing them up. Don't turn around. Oh, he's got a brigade hiding back there. Dang it. This is definitely looking harder than we thought it was. Buford, move up. Tolbert, move up. No time to rest. Keep moving up. So we are running out of time here. attack his artillery. Oh, there's just not enough time. We're doing good, but there's just not enough time. We made a nice push through the center. Jackson, as expected, is a tough nut to crack. We have to rest while waiting for reinforcements. Yeah, that is a tough nut to crack right there. That is difficult. But I felt like that. I mean, the battle's still going. And the game, it kind of separates each kind of engagement. It kind of cuts it up. This second little engagement here, our first attack, it was pretty effective. I felt like, and we've got him outnumbered. We just needed a little bit more time to kind of get our condition up. Nice. Okay, this this is our main army right here. You see all this? Game time, Corps Commander with everybody here has a little star. That means each of them have a perk. Yeah, Porter, Arnold, Krasnowski. This is our main army group here. That's going to be beautiful right there. We could try to outflank them if you think you have the troops. Although I don't think I do. But right now, everybody just move up. I don't know why Shaler's in such bad condition. He just refuses to recover. Okay. Tyler's in trouble. Lawton's brigade is charging him. We're going to take a minute to get up there, though. Alright, get that cavalry up there quick. That cavalry could be key to cut through the hole there. Alright, you hold. Now our objective is just to protect the artillery here. It's got a bit of a counterattack going on. Get up to the front. Our 2 artillery. Get them up there too. 3 artillery. Okay, you stop retreating. Tyler, pull up here. Garish, get in there. Nice, hold. Alright, you come down here. You stop. Stop moving. Cavalry. See if we can swing around there. Oh, Devins, get up there. Oh, the infantry's taking too long. Over here, we're overwhelming him. It's just holding what ground we've gained here. Now we're going to get our cavalry here and charge them in the rear. Wait till we get closer and then charge. Nice. Oh, we're still holding. Nice rear charge. Okay. Right, keep moving up. Okay, the cavalry is cutting up Stonewall's brigade. Pull them off. Pull them out. Or no, matter of fact, yeah, finish them off. Whew, we're getting some reinforcements in here, finally. Okay, all of you, pull up. Hold. Hold. Charge. Now our numbers are really showing. Okay, he's still cutting up. Okay, we just captured Stonewall Brigade. Nice. Alright, pull the cavalry up here. Okay, you don't have any condition to charge. So you two just keep creeping up. And we got some more reinforcements. Nice. Alright, charge all around, all down the line. Alright. All of you gentlemen, get up there. This is bloody engagement. Okay, I'd like to get the artillery kind of lined up a little bit more organized here. Okay, your condition is up. So you charge. Okay, you two pull back. No. It's not the way I want it. This is the way. That is not the way. Alright, Battle, you need to pull back. Look at that Louisiana brigade just running across the field. Yeah, take those guns out. So we were probably going about this battle all wrong, but we're getting in there. Alright, Devon's hold. We got reinforcements coming. Skirmishers. And these gentlemen, they'll get up there eventually. Alright, you two. You hold. Hold. Not sure how you're flanked. Oh, you're flanked from down there. At least our artillery is firing on everybody now, so this is working out pretty good. Sheesh. Bloody engagement. My goodness. Buford's starting to buckle here. Man, we are running out of time now. He does so well. The computer does in covering his bases. Like we have got to make a break somewhere. All three of you. Got to make a break right here somewhere with anybody that has decent condition. Alright, our skirmishers finally made a little bit of headway here. Alright, can this cavalry take on this skirmisher in the open battlefield? Oh, he's got a fresh infantry brigade coming up. Alright, whoa, pull back. Alright, you guys keep pushing. Keep coming this direction. You break off. Pleasanton, break off. I'm gonna try and bring all these guys down here. Alright, just grab everybody. Get that flag. We only have a minute and a half, so we're going to have to push to get that flag. Where is our cavalry? Oh, the skirmishers cut them up. Dang it. McClellan and Franklin need to get up there. Alright, artillery. Everybody converge on the center there. We're not going to get it. Not even contested. My goodness. Okay. So that's just getting it early. It's not that I had to pause it. It's not that we're not getting our objective on taking that flag. It's just that we're not getting it in the first couple of chances, but it's still giving us more time. But now on this phase, he might get some reinforcements in the south here. So it's going to be sketchy on getting it and holding it. All right, let's have the skirmishers attack you. Yeah, you hold. You hold. Everybody else, I still got them moving in the center there. Look at the battlefield. Look at the bodies. My goodness. All right, let's take a sip of water here. Yeah, this is definitely crazy battle right here. Look at the bloody field. It almost would have been easier to kind of really pay attention to what the game was trying to tell you at the beginning of the battle when it told you, hey, go for one flank or the other. Don't, because it kind of was like he might be weak up top, but to me it seemed like he was a little bit weaker in the center, which is why we went in the center. But now I think we can get something going on here. I think we're finally going to be able to knock that artillery off that hill. So let's push play again. These guys will try to hold them at bay. Alright, you'll have to attack right there. Artillery's just firing wherever. Cavalry's just being a nuisance. Tyler's facing the right direction now. Anybody that has any bit of condition up front here, you do. Pull Franklin down here. I think all of these gentlemen can take it. Oh, we're finally taking the position. We're in a bit of a pickle here, but it's finally contested now. Alright, Buford, cover our rear this direction. Same with Krasnowski and Moody. And the Shaler Brigade. Yeah, he's got some reinforcements coming up here. Matter of fact, Buford, come down here. Get our 2 artillery. Oh, we captured another Confederate brigade. Nice, get it in there. Krasnowski will have to bring him down. Moody will cover this direction. Moody and Shaler will cover artillery from the north. Krasnowski and Buford, plus the skirmishers, are going to try and block this infantry coming up. The Confederates' reinforcements there. Alright, Walton, swing down. Porter, come up this way. Devon, keep attacking. Pleasanton, start coming down. McClellan, Franklin, and Tyler are holding their position. Buford is starting to get into position. Same with Krasnowski. Moody's in position. Okay. Artillery's just firing on wherever. Pleasanton and Walton, I'm marching them to meet the reinforcement threat. Everybody else up here is just holding, essentially. Oh, we got Buford and Krasnowski down here just in time. Sheesh. Same with Walton. We got those guys there just in time. Alright, skirmishers, come over here and flank. Cavalry, swing around. And McClellan, you have got to hold. Nice. That was a nice victory. Man, that was bloody. We did outnumber him this battle. That was the first battle we outnumbered him. But he inflicted more casualties on us than we did on him. So we took some major punishment on that battle. Because we were being forced to be the attacker, so to speak. We had to be on the offensive. Yeah, look at his artillery up on that hill. My goodness. They just chewed us up. Man, they chewed us up. We did capture a couple of brigades, though. That was kind of cool. Yes, look at this. All of these Confederate forces down here saw no action. So they were coming up from the south, I think. And we won it before he was able to bring them to bear. So that battle paid off for us to be really aggressive, taking the objective. Brutal battle. we got the win. So we got more career points, mucho moolah, and reputations through the roof. So we took some casualties, no doubt. This force right here saw no action. This little small division we made here. These guys saw a lot of action.
Yes, sir.
So let's replace our leader, or our leaders here. Oh, Tyler is back in action. And Couch is back in action.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, these guys were at 10 guns each. And these brigades right here took a beating. My goodness. But they're cheap enough to get back to full strength. This one, I think it had 10 guns too, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get it up to 12 guns. Okay. So 3rd Division, 2nd Division, back up to snuff. Benjamin, give him a perk, discipline. Our artillery only took minimal casualties, hardly any. Our sharpshooters, we can get them up to 500. Get them back up to 500. Okay, now all the infantry. Yeah, see now a lot of our brigades are still retaining their rank or their perk. Definitely made some critical mistakes early on in the game, losing some of those brigades all the way. You really want to keep the same brigade over and over. You don't want anybody to be completely eliminated. If you remember on episode 2, some of those battles just before Gaines Mill, we were getting rocked and wrecked, and we were having to completely rebuild our army from scratch. You don't want to lose too many of your infantry brigades. You want to keep most of them alive. And we were just kind of letting them die off completely. That was a mistake.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, we've got this skirmisher brigade here. And we could make these guys a little bit larger here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we don't have enough of that weapon available. We only have 10 more of those guns. So now we could technically build on. We've got everything back up to full strength here. We did want to upgrade these guys to have more guns. Oh, they're going to lose their... Oh, they never did have a perk. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have everybody up to full strength, except for this brigade here. Cavalry, we had them at 500. They can go up to 750, but I don't want them to lose their perk. At least that one I don't. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Need more infantry brigades here. Okay. So let's add on to our first corps here. We can have an additional division. As far as rifles, plenty of the 1842 for sale. And the Springfield too, surprisingly. Our armory, we do have 400 of these in the armory. That is the cheapest weapon, so we can build a full strength infantry brigade there. And we can move him to the first corps. Nice, okay. And I think we're going to need to up... We didn't really run into too many ammo issues on that battle. Thank goodness. That second bull run. So we have got 20 brigades in our first corps now. 8 in the second corps, unchanged. And our third corps is just kind of an extra spot. So our career points here. If we went max army organization, can only have 4 divisions. It will increase our core, and we could have 5 core. But our max brigade side, even maxed out, it only stays at 2,500. So what we might do, we might just go up to 9 for now. That way we can have 6 brigades in each division. And next time we get a victory, we'll bump up to another corps. We really don't need another corps right now. Right now, I think we need training. Let's go with that. So today, we had a draw at Kettle Run, a victory at Thoroughfare Gap, and a beautiful victory at Bull Run. Very aggressive, that victory at Bull Run. Second Bull Run, I'm sorry. So on our next episode, we have 2 optional battles. Starting with they're both on the same day. So we'll probably just start with Crampton's Gap, then South Mountain, then move on to this grand battle of Antietam to finish it off on our next episode. Which Antietam, we already get a 5% reduction on the enemy army for defeating him at Bull Run. If we can get 2 victories at Crampton's Gap and South Mountain, he'll have even less men in the enemy army. That's why it's good to get victories on these optional battles leading up to the main engagement, the grand battle, because it'll weaken the enemy, so to speak. But that will be when we return. So like on this Crampton's Gap, you can only have 9 brigades. So we'll have to adjust our core to make it where it only has 9 brigades, essentially. So we'll have to take about half these guys, stick it in this 3rd corps here, out of the way, and then start the battle with 9 brigades. So that'll be when we come back. We're going to do a nice, beautiful, hard save here as episode 4. I appreciate everybody coming in on the beautiful live stream today. We had a lot of fun. It was a beautiful, beautiful day to be beating them up. And until next time, my friends,